The treehouse. Hopefully everyone's doing well today. Good evening. I'm gonna be working on these two paintings today. We have our purple fluorite painting, and then we also have our soul flames painting as well. We're gonna be working on. And I want to lay down the foundations for the commission piece that has yet to be named, which is actually going to be, the canvas is actually the same size as this. So let me grab that first. I think this is technically a bigger one. Trying to figure out which size this is. 11 by 14. Okay, they're the same. They're the same. I guess I should have been a little more prepared before hopping on, huh? I didn't even bring my phone, guys. Hold on, I'll be right back. You could tell I just hopped on and wasn't really ready. I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry. I forgot. Hey, Tara. How are you, hon? Oh, Tara, you just hosted the stream. Thank you so much, hon. I'm sorry, I'm a little behind at the moment. I hit start and I forgot that I didn't have my phone, and so I had to run downstairs and go grab it super quick. So it's a little chaotic right now. How are you doing? Also, BB, hun, it's good to see you. It's midnight in England, is it? Oh man, I'm sorry. Sorry. I did a lot of work today. I honestly didn't get on stream super early today because there was a lot of stuff I worked on. I'm a workaholic, guys. I'm a workaholic. I'm literally doing something to like improve, you know, either the stream or you know, the services that I provide, or you know, content reach expansion. I'm always doing something. So I spent most of the day today updating YouTube and things like that. So it so yeah, that's where most of my day went, to tell you the truth. But that's why we waited so late to kind of start. Because then we had dinner with Charlotte's family too. Oh really? Libby tried to raid me. But you raided someone right at the exact same time, Libby. That's okay. I almost raided Lemmy. Wouldn't that have been funny? I did almost pick Lemmy to raid. Maybe we'll raid Lemmy tonight if he's still on later. I almost picked him. That would have been hilarious. Like, try to jump each other. Oh, you felt the effects of the new moon. It feels like a new slate is opening in my life right now. Yeah. I can tell too. It's an interesting feeling to have. Yeah, it's an interesting feeling to have. So here's our other 11 by 14 we're gonna be working on today for our newest commission. This one's gonna be like a Celtic, it's gonna have like a Viking kind of Celtic feel. So it's gonna be an interesting one to watch. I do want to lay down the foundations first before we get too far, because the foundation's gonna have to dry pretty quick. When you first start, things they take a while to dry. Yeah, I definitely want to do it facing this way. So we're going to do that. Let's see, we can do this. I kind of do have an overall feeling and theme that we're going to be working on with this one in particular. And I need my moon water. And my moon water paintbrush. My paintbrush that only ever touches the moon water. You just randomly got 300 points? You probably earned them channel points, hon. Slushy lover. I love how I just thought of you and clicked on Twitch and you were online. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here. Hey, Project Gnarly. Watching the stream currently. Hi, Luna. Hi, Project Gnarly. How are you, dear? I'm getting ready to put some. So on our full moon, I made moon water. The most recent full moon. So that's what I'm going to be putting down on our canvas now for our moon water. Hey, Wildstar. How are you, dear? You gonna watch us start the beginning of our commission? The Celtic mountain scene. It's gonna have a nice mountain range and a nice little pool of water with kind of runic stones kind of popping out from the water. Is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm gonna do like a kind of a magical lighted grid with them as well, almost like the runes are part of an energetic grid, which will be nice and interesting to put in there as well. So this one is a very specific kind of feeling to it. I'm very excited to get started. Very excited. It's the first one I have like a complete kind of picture for, so it's interesting. People have churches and you have the channel. I'm so glad, Wildstar. I'm so glad. It's a good place to be, that's for sure. Whatever enriches your life, right? Hey, Ghoulie! How are you, dear? I just put moon water down. Maybe I'll make some new moon tea. Make some water with the new moon. That might be kind of cool. You hope everyone's having a good day. Yes, I got a lot done. So I wanted to let everyone know, first off, if you were thinking about getting a commission, I would highly suggest you do it before February, because I need to do a price increase because shipping giant canvases is costing me. I'm like losing half of my money with the commissions because of how much it costs to ship. So the commissions are going to jump up in prices. So, but I'm trying to give people enough time to know ahead of time. So in the panels below, I have put a date down for when that's going to happen. Etsy prices are going to stay the same, so prints are not going to change. It's just it costs an arm and a leg to mail a giant canvas, and I need to be making up for that somehow. So you've got crystals in your window. Cool, do you, hon? That's nice. I'm glad that you do. I'm glad that you do. I'm gonna put my window here. This is the coziest stream on Twitch. Thank you so much, baby. You're so kind, hon. You're so kind. So kind. I'm kind of thinking, like, you guys remember when I painted that Misty Mountains painting? I don't know if it'll show up in the portfolio or not, but remember when I did that one and it was like a light blue, kind of light blues and grays and kind of muted greens. I'm kind of leaning towards doing something like that. So like very light, washed, muted colors for this one. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes, right? I could change my mind. I could always change my mind whenever I want, right? Whenever I want. So let's, first off, let's put down the blue before things get too wet or too dry. So I'm gonna really like fill this palette here with water so I can hurry up and lay down our foundation. So I'm thinking about making the water kind of like come in like this. And then come out like this as well. It's going to be super light in the beginning because we're not really going to, I don't want to put really heavy dark layers down yet. Because this can be super light. We're just kind of mapping out where everything kind of belongs. I'm gonna grab, actually here's my paper here. I'm trying to clean this up a little bit. I don't want it to run too much, like I don't want too many drips. So we'll see how far we get. I try to make sure also that this is like a clean section of the paper towel because like if you were watching really carefully, I've just kind of smushed purple. It might be a little bit hard to see right now because I'm doing such a light wash, but you have to be careful sometimes with that kind of thing. Like maybe having too much going on. Let's get a little bit of brown. And again, I'm just kind of barely mapping out things. I'm not doing anything too crazy at the moment. I just want to barely kind of map out where things are going to be. Crazy bro, how are you? A new painting. Hey Bingo. Hi hon. Yeah, we're working on that. We're working on another commission piece today. At the moment, I might actually have to wait till this is dry I think it's too wet for me to really make any progress yet. You're doing a new painting because of the new moon? No, this is, I wanted to get down the initial layers of this one. With its, because this is the one that has a lot of detail in it that I kind of wanted to make sure to get in. You're doing great, Crazy Bro. I'm glad, hon. I'm glad that you're doing good. It's interesting to start this painting on the new moon, though, right? Hi, it's Zero Affinity. How are you, dear? I'm glad to see you. Hopefully you're doing well today. Hello, friend. Hello, friend. This could be very rough until we get further along. Pika, you want another Dream Goddess card? I could do that for you. I'm gonna need to make sure that I keep an eye on this though first, because it's freshly wet. So I have to keep it from running. So I'm gonna be busy just for a minute here until we get further along with that. In this brush. So the second time I'm gonna have to like really clean this brush because it's got like something in it that's just weird. Really light washes, really light washes. Nothing too crazy. Because we can always go back and fix things. This one's gonna take us a while just because I'm gonna do really light washes until I get a better idea of you know, how things are laying and how I want them to be different and all kinds of things like that. Probably won't be able to tell what it is for a minute either. Yeah, see how that ran? I have to pick it up before it goes kind of really crazy. Gosh. I also have to do this before the purple settles as well. I have a purple spot in the mountain, which is okay. No big deal. Alright, let me scooch this just a bit. How am I doing? Yeah, I'm doing really good. My stomach kind of hurts from dinner today, so if I seem a little bit off, my stomach kind of hurts. But I'm doing really good. Other than that, I'm feeling good. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get further in this painting and as well as some of our other paintings. I'm ready to go. Ready to go. Hopefully you're doing good as well, Pig. Hopefully you are. I don't think you asked before, Pig. I don't think so. So don't worry about it. It's okay. I'm not too worried about it. But I will go ahead and pull your card here in just a minute. Hey, Hoban. Welcome to the treehouse, dear. Glad to have you. You're coming in on the very first steps of our painting. Oh yeah, the goddess cards are actually over here. I might have to get a whole new paper towel, guys, because I think the paper towel I'm using is too dirty. It's putting down a mess in other spots. So I think we're going to use this brand new one to kind of pick things out. I am just going in right now and pulling out little streaks of white as if it was the water was just a tiny bit wavy. I'm not being real particular about it though, because I'm probably going to change it later anyway, but like I said, it's nice to have something to kind of go off of, so we can always change how it looks as we go. I just want to get it before it dries, Pega, and then I'll get your card, sweetie. Oh, really? Do you? Hoffano? That's nice. You run streams with the calm and creative energy? Oh, do you know any other streamers like this? Because I'm always interested to find other streamers that are kind of really chill and playing calm music. I have the stream created in the manner that I would like to view it, like if I was a viewer, and I would very much like to find other people that kind of do it that way. Perfect. Okay, sorry, I kind of smushed with my hands, which is normal. Okay, Pig, I'll do your card now, honey. They're really rare. I know, they are really rare. Yeah, I haven't really found that many. There is a streamer that streams while she sleeps. Yeah, Crazy Bro, but she's not like doing art or anything like that, you know what I mean? Is that relaxing enough? I don't think so. Cause I mean, is she sleeping like, and there's calming music in the background? Maybe she's got really nice lighting, kind of like I do. Maybe she's got really nice lighting. That would be kind of cozy. But other than that, I don't think I would qualify that. Okay, Vega, we're gonna draw a card for you from the deck. So you had the very, very best guidance for Vega for their card here. It was silence. Ooh. You got the strength card, Pika. It's silence. Is it? And sometimes she farts while sleeping. Poor dear. That poor dear. It's funny when over 350 people are watching. I'm sure it probably is. I mean, we all do it, so whatever, right? Whatever. Type in to open the honors for the cards, yeah. So this one Here's the card. It's strength. It says, know your strength. Know your strength. Are you still doing your meditations with your crystals? Like maybe you have like the chakra crystals? Because that's immediately kind of where I'm going with this. And again, I also feel clairaudience is also a focus. So I feel like that will like help you strengthen that goal for yourself, because the ears are like super like, or they're like really ornate. The ears are. So I'm kind of really thinking like that's kind of your main focus right now. And I do think that that's going to be strengthened. I think it's going to take you a little bit longer than you think. But I do feel like... Are you growing out your hair? Are you growing out your hair? It's a really weird question for me to ask. But we should... You know how this works. Not really. Because I kind of got that hair may help, like having more hair could help, like an kind of like an antenna of some kind, or like maybe you haven't done a rune before in Venice. That's okay, hon. I don't like to have my hair big. You don't. Okay, that's okay. I kind of did get the feeling that hair could be helpful. Or maybe your hair is like covering your ear. So instead of maybe something about your hair, either amplifying or like taking away. I'm not really sure. Maybe your hair is like covering your ear. You need to like move it or something like that. I don't know. I can't really, something about the hair in particular. But I think you'll get what you're looking for, and you are gonna grow those strengths. They are on their way. I do think that with this crescent moon, it's gonna take, it's not gonna be immediate. I do think it's gonna take some time. And something about your hair. I don't really understand the hair part. That in the Caribbean culture, it was believed that your hair is your strength. Yeah. I think that that's accurate. I think your hair is like, I agree. I think your hair is like super important. That's why my hair is like forever long. You know, it's like forever long now. Yeah. A hairy message. It kind of is, isn't it? Maybe you need like a braid or something. Maybe a braid would make you feel better about having longer hair. I'm just teasing. I have no idea. You're welcome, Pega. You're welcome, hon. A rune pull for minutes. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Let me get my band. You're finally going to receive the package. Thank goodness. I'm glad, Pega. They finally released it after 2 or 3 weeks of waiting. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Pega. I will not send incense through the mail anymore. That's my lesson learned. Y'all gonna have to go without incense. Because apparently people think it's drugs. It's not. It might just be on your country. Maybe Pega. I don't know. I don't know much about Portugal and their rules, but I did, yeah. I'm just gonna have to be really careful about maybe no plant matter or nothing else that, I don't know, could be misconstrued, I guess. At least it makes everyone else's parcels smell really nice. Yeah. So you should have a kit. You should have the. I don't remember what was in there anymore. I sent you a picture though, so. Hopefully they give you all of it and didn't like confiscate parts or whatever. Yeah, it should make other stuff smell nice though. All right, let me draw a room for. Sorry, I'm gonna. And I mailed out lots of. I actually mailed out quite a few things the other day. You really can't wait to use the incense for your meditations. Oh yeah, it should be nice. Can you not, Pika? Can you not get incense where you're at? I'm just curious. Also, let me focus. I need to focus. Sorry. Okay, we're gonna draw the best room for Miss B that we can. Ooh, I haven't drawn this one in a long time. You can buy it pretty easy. Okay, I wasn't sure. Some of that though, it's super nice. And the more subs I have and retain, guys, the better giveaway packages I can kind of give out. You know, because I do give a percentage back to you guys of that, as well as use it to, you know, buy like camera equipment and lighting and things like that for prints. So I do that as well. But the giveaways are based on a percentage, so. You always use incense every single day. There is something. Like, there's something about the smell of incense that is just... I have essential oil vapor, like humidifier thing. I don't really know what to call it. I have one of those, but I still prefer incense. Oh. You don't know if there's an actually a quality in incense? Yes, there is, Pega, yeah. Use it every day. Yeah, there is. You can get some pretty nasty incense, I'm not gonna lie. Here's your room though, hon. In minutes. This is your room. So let's go in our book. Let's use our book to figure out what this is. Pedro. It's Pedro. 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 Oh, this is the mystery rune. Oh man. I remember this one. This one's difficult to read because it's basically just saying it's a mystery. It's a surprise. It's yeah. Something is coming, and it has to do with it's tied to karma. So if you've cleaned your karma, you're good. Then it's going to be a good surprise. If you haven't cleaned your karma yet, it might be a bad surprise. It's going to correlate directly with your karma. But either way, it's going to be a surprise. So it is a mystery. Yeah, it's a mystery. Hi, Morphman. Hello. A 4-month streak. That's amazing. It's been 4 months. It's hard to believe. Thank you for your subscription, man. I appreciate that. Also, you can enter the giveaway if you want. So if you're a subscriber, you can enter the giveaway for the fancy rune kit. It's a top dollar rune kit that I'm giving away because I got so many gift subs. So you can scroll down to the panels and take a look at it. And if you want to enter, you can raffle in. It's a nice rune kit. The runes by themselves costs $50. So, I mean, it's a nice rune kit, guys. You'll make sure to clear your karma just in case. Yeah, it is. It's basically a surprise. Like, it's like the universe is gonna bring you a surprise, and it's correlated to your karma, so. I can only believe 7 months have gone by. Forest Fairy, thank you so much. Good evening. I know. It seems crazy. It seems absolutely crazy. It really does. It really does. But yeah, this one basically is just saying, or it could be also be like a mystery, like something that has been hidden. Invitus will come to light is the other message with this one too. So something that's been kind of hidden from you is going to be revealed as well. Could be the other meaning of it. But this rune is honestly mystery. So it's a mystery gift, a mystery surprise tied to karma, or something that was a mystery to you or unknown to you becomes known. Usually pretty major. So that's kind of what this one is saying. It could also be finding items that you thought were lost for good. So yeah, this one's very interesting. That rune is in particular. Alex Shockwave. Thank you so much for your host. I appreciate that. Welcome back in, dear. Welcome back in. I'm sorry I waited until so late to get started. I did a lot of tons of updating. So when you do the channel points for choosing the music, I gave you a full list of CDs now. So there's new commands too, so. Oh, Wayne's World Hunt, if you wanna, are you trying to do the raffle? It's exclamation point raffle. Exclamation point raffle. Unless you're trying to do loyalty points, then you could do that too. You just have to list what loyalty point you're gonna use. Okay. I think I changed it to help, Forest Fairy. That was my commands was my first. Was the first thing I called it. Now it's called just help. But thank you for trying to help, hon. I appreciate that. Yeah, clear the karma, Invitus, if you can, hon. Just in case. It won't hurt, right? It won't hurt. There you go. Help. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. So it's World Hunt. I'll pull a rune for you as well. So I'll just kind of focus here for Wade's World. We're gonna draw a rune for them. This is a good one. This is a good one. I'll go back down to the messages here. Hey, Yoga Girl, how are you, hon? It's been a minute. Are you doing good? I hope so. I hope so. So here's the rune for you. Wade's World. Sometimes the camera catches it and sometimes it doesn't. I try to put it on the blue light to see if it'll help, but it doesn't always work. But we could try to put it over here too. Sorry, I almost dropped it. Almost dropped it. This one I think has a little easier time zooming in sometimes. But it might struggle today because my hand, the rune, and my shirt are like kind of all the similar colors, so I think it's gonna struggle today. Yeah, we're all doing rune pulls. Yeah, rune pulls are the most recommended. You're great, you're doing homework? Aw, that's nice, that's nice. Might as well, right? Might as well. Yeah, you might as well clear it. Yeah, there's not gonna be any harm in doing that. I need a new bag for my runes. Because this bag is kind of beat up. It's got a hole in it. Alright, let's So let me look at this rune up for you, hon. Wade's World. I can never remember. I think it's technically this one. I think it's technically Thuraz. Yes. So the rune that we pulled for you is Thuraz. Thurazaz. I don't know how to say the rune names, obviously. So this says, this rune is not only the vexing thorn, which its name implies, because it's called thorn, but it's also the glyph, which means the hammer of Thor, the mighty weapon, protector of men and gods alike. This rune has many associations with protection and with luck. Sometimes it may herald a stroke of unexpected good luck, usually from an equally unexpected source, rather than from something you already know or are doing. You will be in the right place at the right time. You'll be in the right place at the right time and reap the benefits. On occasion, this rune could appear in a rune cast to indicate that if you've already had good luck, it's time for the tides to turn. Because everything's a cycle, right? So it's kind of saying if you've already had lots of good luck recently, it's time for basically that to kind of roll into the next season of life. It says take care to not collapse yourself too far in your own self-assuredness if this is the case, for at this time you may receive a rude awakening. Take stock of your situation and evaluate where you are currently before recklessly plunging in on anything you are desiring. It says the only downside with drawing Thuraz is that it can mean that you are being opposed by other people who are morally, politically, or financially stronger than you. You could be feeling a little bit of helplessness because of this. In this situation, it could last or dissipate pretty quick. It just depends. So, for the most part, that's a very good rune, though, unless you already feel like you've been in a good stroke of luck. Hey, Ixar. Hi, hon. Good evening, everyone. Hope you have an absolutely phenomenal day. Thank you so much, Ixar. I hope you've been good, too. I do appreciate you stopping in. Hopefully you're feeling good today. Sorry, my rune fell out of my bag. So that's a good one. That's a good one. I definitely like this book. This book has helped us a lot more than... not that the chart was bad. Just the chart was had keywords, and this chart is going to be part of the giveaway, by the way. This chart for the runes. So you're going to get a chart on how to use runes. You're going to get really fancy runes. You're going to get, the Yggdrasil CD is like shamanic rune chanting, so it's kind of interesting. It's like a huge rune kit. It's like basically a kit to make you a rune master. So, you're welcome. You're welcome, Lane's World. Hopefully that was, at least, I guess it's hard to tell, especially if it's something that, hasn't occurred yet. It's kind of hard to tell, how to take it, especially if it's something that is mostly coming for the future, you know what I mean? You are doing pretty good today. Lord of the Runes. Yes, Morphman, thank you. I do like that. Lord of the Runes. Yes. I like that. I like that. Alright. So Morphman, if you win the kit, I'm expecting you to do nothing but rune streams. I'm teasing. You can do what you want, but I also said that to Miss Umbra, who has yet to ever stream. I just like picking on you guys, telling you guys you have to stream it. Comes with a stipulation: you must be the rune master of Twitch. Alright. Let's see who we can You'll give it a thought. That wasn't a no. Surprisingly, that wasn't a no. But it's almost. It's a debate. Alright. Let me grab our question card. I think there was a question card redemption, right? Oh yeah, Morphman wanted a question card. I forgot how much I like this CD. Okay, let's see if we can draw some runes here, or some cards here for Morphman. We want to pick the very best pondering question card for Morphman from the deck, so let's do that. This is a good one. Did Morphman also redeem a rune? And I missed that? Oh yeah, he did. I'll get his rune later. Thank you, Invitus. I appreciate that. Hey, Young Kings. Hi, hon. How are you? Oh, that's Yoga. Sorry, Yoga Girl. That was you. Thought it was Young Kings. Sorry. I misread your name. Morphman. This is your card. Who am I? When Morphman is by themselves. Who are you? Who's Morphman? That's like probably the deepest card probably in the entire deck. Who am I? So I would like list off like characteristics that are kind of important to you. You are who you become, and who you become is who you kind of are changing yourself to be. Like you are who you create yourself to be. So this can always change day by day. Existential question if I ever heard one. Kinda, yeah. Hello, Luna. Hi, not your fan. How are you, dear? It is kind of an existential question, isn't it? Alright. And Morphman also wants a rune. Are you doing good, hon? Are you feeling good? My stomach is kind of annoyed with my dinner. I had a fajita at the Mexican restaurant. It was vegetarian. I only had veggies in it, but I don't know. It just kind of upset my stomach. So my stomach is a little bit angry with me today, right now at the moment. So I'm drinking some Kavita to kind of help my stomach. You are what you entertain. Yes, that's another way to think about it, Infinite. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so So we'll draw a rune for Morphman. I'm gonna draw the very, very best rune for Morphman. Ooh, you got the Thuros too. Oh no, this isn't Thuros. This is the other one. This is the other one. Who or what do I entertain? Basically, yeah. Only you know. I have no idea. Exactly. Exactly. It's like an inner question to like ask yourself, basically. No, this is Thuros. So Morphman, this rune, I just drew this rune for Invitus. This one is basically saying the same thing. This is the rune that is about, it's not only the vexing, it's the thorn, so it implies the glyph of Hammer of Thor, the mighty weapon, protector of men and gods alike. So this one was talking about protection and luck. So it could be that if you've had bad luck recently, this is kind of saying it's time for the tides to turn and good luck is going to start coming to you. This also says if you feel like you've had a streak of good luck, then you know, everything's a cycle, so it's time for that good luck to end. The only negative, this one is mostly a positive rune. The only negative is maybe feeling a little bit constricted or put down because there are people kind of above you that you know, kind of take precedence and power over you, that you feel kind of like squished by, if that makes sense. So like someone could be financially over you and you feel squished by them, or you know, someone's morality, you know, has a moral code that kind of stands over you and squishes you. That was the only negative that this rune kind of pulled up. But for the most part, it's about protection and luck. So it's just the shift in the tide of luck. So if you felt bad luck recently, it's going to shift. If you've been feeling good luck recently, it's going to shift. But that's basically what this one's for. Yeah. Oh, you got the mystery room. That's right. Oh, maybe it was Wade's World. Wade's World probably got the same rune as that. Interesting. So yeah. If this confirms anything, I'm currently hospitalized. Are you Morphman? Oh, okay. Well, I feel like it is gonna change then, because, I mean, the hospitals kind of make it, they're supposed to make you better. You know what I mean? I'm sorry to hear that though, hon. I do. You will, yeah, you'll get better. The tides are gonna turn for you, hon. They will. They will. Yeah, feel better, hon. Feel better, Morphman. You want me to light some incense for you? Because I can do that. I can do that. Because it's my stream, I can do what I want. This is Kitty's stream. She's not even here right now. She's not even here right now. She's like napping. If you'd like, sure, yeah, we can do that for you. We'll do some healing incense for you. She's actually sitting on the floor, is actually what she's doing. She's just sitting on the floor right now. She's not doing anything else except for sitting on the floor. I'm not gonna comment to that, Rob. I'm not gonna comment. Because it's a choice. It's a choice. It's a choice. What you want to pay attention to and listen to is a choice. And so I'm choosing to not comment on that one. Okay. Let me grab my incense. I'll grab my incense sticks for you, hon. They're quarantined for once? Oh my gosh. Are they really? Okay. Oh yeah, it's this one. Okay. We'll get on. They're building a lot in 5 days? Really? Based on the news? Exactly. Based on the news. I just live a much happier life without watching the news. I just do. I just do. That doesn't mean I don't care about what's going on. That just means I will not let it absorb me. Basically. Impossible to avoid. Yeah, Purse of China nonetheless. Exactly, yes. So we'll do healing across the globe for our incense. As Morphman is included in that. So all kinds of healing across the globe. Why do I feel like I miss something when I don't watch the news? Yet when I do, I just get annoyed. I don't know, Project. It's a thing that you know, either choose to absorb into your life or choose not to. And if you're like me, you probably just feel better, just not even worry about it. To tell you the truth. Yeah, this music, the CD is really nice. The CD is like super nice. We haven't listened to this one for a while, so it's been a minute since we've listened to this. You said this painting was going to resemble one you did before? Sort of. I mean, with the feel, like with the color kind of scheme. There is a painting, I don't know if it's in the portfolio or not, Misty Mountains painting. I'm kind of going to go off that color scheme. It's like the really pale kind of colors. That's kind of my thought for this anyway. Yeah, it's called Misty Mountains. The other one was called Misty Mountains. Which I haven't done that one in a while. That one was a while ago. I don't know if it's actually in the portfolio. I added quite a few paintings to the portfolio, but for some reason, some of the pictures, like when I put them in the portfolio, they like flip. they flip on their side, but they're not even saved as images like on the side, on their side. So I don't know why it's flipping some of them and not flipping others. It's weird to me. So some of them might not be in there just because of that reason. I can't figure out why it keeps flipping them. Is this the Viking painting, Rob? Yes. Yes, this is the Viking painting. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm gonna go in and like basically take out some of this color. Because like I said, I want it to be kind of like washed out. This one's gonna look messy for a while until we're further along. I do solely stick to watercolor in this. I do have a couple of acrylic pours that I've given away and worked on before. But for the most part, I do watercolor, yeah. I don't really go outside of watercolor. Watercolor is my medium. Yeah, it's leaking. Yeah, it is. It is leaking. It is. That's right though. So it's just going to be a matter of continually kind of doing this here. I'm gonna get my small brush, or smaller brush. Here's this one. I'm basically gonna pull out, oh, that was dark blue. We don't want that. We don't want that. Let me clean my brush first and then we can do it correctly. Did you see a big fluffy white dog outside yesterday? Huh? Really? Make you feel better. Big fluffy dogs don't worry about nothing. Except for who's gonna feed them. I'm basically taking out a lot of the blue in the center because I want to have a spot that's fairly white for where the stone is going to kind of sit. So there's going to be like these stone, There's gonna be like stone obelisks kind of sitting in the water. And then, like I said, I'm gonna pretty much draw a energetic grid kind of connecting them all together too. So it's gonna be interesting. But I don't want it to get too dark, so that's why I kind of took a step back and took out some of that before we went too much further. Brush also really likes to put in, like, this brush picks up hair like nobody's business. I'm also just gonna blot some of this to make it a little bit softer. Interesting. Let's grab some more green. Just a little bit here. It dried up pretty quick, to tell you the truth. It dried up really fast. So, I'm trying to pick up that breast bristle. There might be mushrooms in this painting too. I'm really on a mushroom kick recently. Hey, Miss Umbra. How are you, dear? Yes, we have a new painting today. We have a new painting. This is our Celtic painting. It's gonna have the mountain with like the obelisk. The obelisk rune stones in the middle here. You like onions more compared to mushrooms. Yeah. So this is very rough stages of the painting. Like very rough. Like words can't describe how rough this is right now. This is just put color down so we know we have everything mapped out right now. So the washes are really light. The color is very white and light, not super heavy, because we're basically gonna build from there once we kind of have things mapped out. I'm putting in some pink, just a really small tinge of pink, because I want it to kind of look like there's a little bit of a, like a, I guess a sunrise, kind of hiding behind some really misty kind of heavy fog. I don't want it to stand out too much. I just want it to kind of barely be there. Barely be there. Barely. And then I think once we get a little bit further, I'm gonna go ahead and put in some gray, some blue gray for some lines in our mountains, like where their shadow kind of would be their mountain. So I already have some blue here, so I'm gonna grab some gray. Crazy, bro. No. Not anything like that, no. It's the, remember when I used to do, like, strictly intuitive card readings, like, forever ago? It's just one of those, hon. It's one of those. But I'm making, since I don't really do, tarot streams much anymore, I'm kind of making it channel points only. Unless I happen to be open for, you know, that kind of thing again. That's what it's for. Why 10K? Is it so scary a message that you give? No. No, only because I'm focusing, my channel's mostly about painting, and you know, I don't want to lose sight of what my channel's really about, because I'm busy drawing cards for everybody, you know what I mean? So that's why they're so expensive. That's literally the only reason why. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So like I'm trying to find a good balance basically with it. A good balance. A nice balance. Whatever that balance wants to be is totally fine. But yeah, that's the only reason why. And also why I put a limit on some of the redemptions too. So like the runes, I've noticed on some streams I was doing a lot of runes, so but I wasn't really being able to get much else done. So because of how many redemptions were being done, so I'm kind of going about things as we go, and I did make limits per stream on how many can be redeemed. So I'm trying to find a nice balance with everybody. Is basically what I'm trying to do. Let me just finish the part here with our nice little mountain, and then I will do that room for you. But I do like it. I do like it when I get it makes me enjoy the divination streams more, because it's a little hard to switch modes. That's a different part of my brain, and it is hard to, especially when the chat has a lot going on too. It's just too chaotic, so it's two different modes of being. So I'm trying to find a balance with that. Which I think is gonna be helpful overall. So this is kind of a little bit of a, I guess, update on how the mountains kind of look currently. Like the shadows. So everything looks really light. I'm probably gonna put some moss on the mountain, to tell you the truth. And then we'll put some shrubbery around it too. But this is kind of how far we've gotten so far. And we'll let it dry while we draw our room. We'll let it dry. And then we'll probably move on, because it's saturated wet right now. Hey Zen. How are you, dear? So I'll pull Alex Jacques through. We'll probably put this painting away for a while tonight, because like I said, I do feel like it's very wet. It's hyper wet, and I don't want to undo some of our work. Thank you so much for the host, Zen. I don't want to undo our work, so I do think we need to take a step back from it after a minute here. Hey Zen, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm putting in some kind of nice pink washes now for our misty sunset kind of feel that we're going for. Trying to not be too particular about how it's shaped. Got really energetic. Did anyone else notice that? Alright. Let's plot this just another. Like a baker. We'll put it in the back of the easel. It will kind of be baking. It'll be like air baking. We're like putting it in the air fryer of paintings, I guess. The back of the easel. Behind us. Back here. Alright. Let's do that room. Let's do the room. Thank you, Alex Jacques, for waiting for me to kind of get through that. Because with watercolor, I have to do it like while it's wet, or I'm not gonna get anywhere. I'm just wasting my time, which is another reason why I'm trying to find a nice balance with those. Interesting. Guys, I just saw a nice feature we're gonna put in there too. A waterfall. The mountain's gonna have a waterfall off the side of it. It already does, on accident, without us really knowing. Look. This part right here is gonna be a waterfall. Without us even trying. Just kind of formulated itself there as I was kind of just blindly making lines, and I do like it. I do like it. Hey, Rad. How are you, dear? Okay, Alex Shockwave. Let's grab the very, very best room for Alex Shockwave out of our bag. Circle. Cool. Alright. Hey Luna. Hey Steamed Hands. New paintings looking nice. Yeah. This is gonna be our rune obelisks sitting in the water. We have our mountain. I don't know if you can kind of barely see the mountain. Our little kind of mountain cliff. I just decided that this part's gonna be a waterfall. We're gonna have a pool of water kind of coming off here, where our rune grid is going to be, and then I just put a pink kind of washed sunset spot too, so that's kind of what we're gathered so far. You hope everyone's days were perfect. That's so kind, Steamed Hands. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too. I'm definitely gonna, I don't really have a time frame for the end of stream, guys. We're gonna kind of go whenever we feel it going today. It's only 8:30 though. It's only 8:30, so there's no rules for today. You totally see it? Yeah, it's gonna be pretty awesome, to tell you the truth. Such a nostalgic game, Rad. Playing The Sims. I know, right? Is the opposite gender? Why can't IRLs be like The Sims 2 and not have the opposite gender fall in love with you? It's a nice and stream time to end in eternity. 500 yet years and still streaming. You guys wouldn't want to watch me like eat and sleep and bathe and poop. You guys wouldn't want to see that. Come on. You guys wouldn't want to see that. Okay. Here's your rune hunt. Alex? I think this is called Pharaoh? I have to look it up, but that's your rune. That's what I drawn for you. For 500 years. We would become very close, wouldn't we? We'd be very close. We'd be very close to each other. After 500 years of watching all that. Oh, Fehu. I was close. It's called Fehu. Aliens will be a fan of you too. Perfect. They probably already are. They probably already are. Let's not lie. Let's not lie. They probably already are. Like in Sims 2, I currently have 8 girlfriends. Oh my gosh. I do like Sims. Is it Sims 3 or Sims 2 where you can put your own interesting patterns? Like on things. Like you can change the patterns of like fabrics really nicely. That's something that I miss in The Sims 4 that I wish that you could do. Is change the patterns of like, you know, you could do clothing, you could do beds, you could do basically everything. You could change the pattern of everything. Anyway. Probably some alien lurkers. Yeah, probably. Welcome, alien lurkers. I'm glad to have you. Okay. So, Fehu is, to the northern Europeans, this rune is about cattle. So in ancient times, oh, it's a Sims 3 Rad? Okay, perfect. In the ancient times, a cattle had a very close correlation with a man's worth or a family's worth. So like their well-being was tied to cattle. So this rune in particular, it's a rune of material gain. So when this rune is upright, it indicates prosperity is coming to you in some form. This is also the rune of fulfillment. So something which you have been striving for will finally be within your grasp. It signifies overcoming oppositions, whether personal, like with individuals close to you, or impersonal, such as bad situations or being around bad situations. This is kind of going to be an end to that kind of thing, or you have what it takes to kind of push through it. Hey, Misty Freak, how are you, dear? It's ingrained in your head. Yeah, this one is about gains. So, the only thing is, I usually get, I didn't draw it out. I drew it upside down, but I don't really do reverses on things much. But this does have a warning that if you are currently in the same pattern, like even the full moon or the new moon coming up kind of has this kind of feeling. Like you can't achieve new things if you're living the same life pattern. Like you can't achieve new things. So the warning on this one, if it's a negative aspect, is that you're going to be led with disappointment or loss if you continue down the same pathway or same manner or same way of life. It says this could also be in a negative rune cast, could indicate material loss, which cannot be recovered. So let's pull another one to see if this is positive or negative. We want a clarifier for positivity or negativity with this rune. I'm kind of feeling positive, but it was. I think this is it was, which I think is a positive rune. When they have really strong oppositions of each other, that's when I pull another one to see if it's on the positive side or the negative side. Yeah, this is it was, so I was correct. Yeah, this one talks about you have set your sights on a reasonable target, so this is a positive rune. This one doesn't have any negative or reverse for it was. So that was definitely a positive rune cast for you. So I would definitely say that what you've been working on is going to come to fruition. Is basically what those runes are saying for you, hon. Is this a positive one? Hey, Random Rai, how are you, hon? Yeah, so nice, good abundance is coming to you. Is because the other rune that I drew is a positive, only a positive rune, so it's a positive rune cast at that point. You're good. Thank you and yourself. I'm doing really well. I'm doing really well. I'm working on our newest commission piece. This is going to be our runic stone obelisk water. So we're going to have runes, obelisk runes, kind of standing in the water here. And then we're going to have a mountain with a nice little waterfall, which is kind of cool. I didn't even notice that until that part kind of showed up. And I'm going to put some shrubbery as well. Once we get kind of further along in our shadow, we're going to put some shrubbery down. I do want to put some like brown, like grayish brown in really quick before I get too far, since we're already here. What are runes? These are runes. These are runes. Here, let me show you. Random, right? These. The runes. They're like the little symbols. They're like the ancient form of divination. The super ancient form of divination. So these are runes. I also have I draw runes while we're here too. So like if we look here, you draw them like this, and they're basically these are moonstone runes. So, but you kind of cast them, or I just pull them from the bag. I don't really cast my runes. Maybe one day. I'd have to have somewhere to cast them, I guess. I don't really have a place to cast my runes. It's the first time you've heard of them, to be honest. That's okay. That's okay. Right? That's not a huge deal. I don't judge. I don't judge. I don't want to cause any offense in asking this question. Is that something like to do with magic? To me, no. To me, no. No. For me, it's all about intention placing. You can, Zen, if you want. Yeah, it's all about intention placing. So I feel like as humans on the planet, we are already naturally magical with our mind. So if you've ever heard of like the law of attraction or things like that, or like even the scientific experiments where scientists had studied the I guess the science behind simple observation of an experiment. It's really interesting to watch, actually, if you've ever watched documentaries. I would watch documentaries on observation, like the insight of observation. So like just because what they found with the science experiments was the scientists could, to a certain extent, have an effect on how the experiment would turn out based on whether or not they were like watching and observing the experiment take place, and like if they had a thought process on how they thought the experiment would turn out. Like it's about intention. So if you want to say intention is magical, then yes, I would say yes, it is magical, but not in like the Hollywood kind of magic, you know. You have no idea what a rune pull is? Means I'll pull a rune for you, random. Right, that way you can see what it's like. That's what Zen's doing. So Zen is basically gifting points for you, so you can see how it works. So, it's okay, SG Freak, welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, so I have a bag of runes. I basically just put my hand in the bag, and I place the intention in my mind and in my heart that I'm going to pull the very best rune that will give you a message that helps you. So that's the whole point of drawing the runes. There is no other purpose for drawing the runes other than giving you what you need to know, basically. So we'll go ahead and do that. So we'll draw a rune. We'll draw a rune specifically for random rhyme. It's not scary. It's not scary. That's it. We just drew it. It's done. It's over. It's not scary at all. Hey, USG Freak. You can use your points to get a rune, sweetie, if that's what you want to do. I just did some runes. But don't you go to the supermarket with your broom. Crazy girl. I should. I should carry a broom with me. What do you think my neighbors would say? My neighbors probably already think I'm crazy. It's fine. They already think me and Paintbrush are crazy because we sing songs on the radio down the aisleways, and we like poke fun at each other and play tag, and yeah, we have Guys, the grocery store is really our favorite place to go. We have way too much fun. Oh, channel points, sweetie. Channel points for channel points. So here's your room, random Ray. Here's your room, sweetie. Actually, this was the clearest the camera caught the room, which is very nice. So you can see this is a crystal rune, so it's made of moonstone. It's just a little emblem. And if you're well versed in runes, you wouldn't have to look stuff up like I do, but I'm not well versed with runes and all their meanings. I'm a picture person. So I usually do readings with like cards that have like pictures. So the runes are kind of outside of my comfort zone, but they seem to be everybody's favorite. So we'll just look up what that one means for you in the book. Because these are ancient. These are this ancient form of divination. So runes have been around for longer than I can currently tell you. Oh, a really long time. Are you both enlightened to play tag? Do you also dance in the garden when it rains? Yes, we do. Crazy bro, yes we do. We dance when it rains. We dance around in the puddles outside with our bare feet. And we chase each other around the house. We really do. And our neighbors are just like... Your sister's into all this, right? Aww. I know a friend of mine who does that, but it's crazy awesome. Yeah, we really do that. Yeah, we'll find the biggest puddle and like put our feet in it. It's fun. And there's nothing feels better to like your feet and your child heart than wet feet in grass. It feels really nice, by the way, in case you, it feels really nice. But you're more of a skeptic. That's okay, right? I don't mind. So Tyr. Tyr is this is the rune that we drew for you. So Tyr is the rune of victory. It represents success in any competition. So I would say no matter what kind of avenue you're trying to, be the best at, basically. I do see that there's success here with that, because it is saying in any avenue. The competitive spirit is embodied in this rune, as in no other rune, and this spirit will probably permeate your life for the duration of the reading. This rune can indicate that you are about to take up a cause. So you're going to take up a cause or a purpose or a project, if you have not already done so. It usually concerns forces of fair play versus the forces of unjust oppression. So this is also saying like you've earned what you've been doing, and you've been doing it with the right heart. So you've not been selfish about what you are working on. Like you don't have any selfish intentions. You're not trying to like belittle people to be to the top. You're not trying to, cheat your way around becoming number one. This is kind of saying you have a good heart while you're trying to make this. So, because of that, that's why you're going to gain more success. This is kind of saying like fair forces are at play, and those are also helping you. So keep doing that. This also says you are ready to fight for what you believe in, no matter what the odds are against you. This is the rune of extreme motivation, showing a strength of will and a singleness of mind that will enable you to overcome all odds. All odds. This often shows that because of these actions, there would be an increase in money or power, or sometimes both. This rune shows you rising up in the world through your own abilities and your own strength of character. It's an excellent omens in all questions of love and relationships. It can indicate a new time of romance, filled with happiness and passion. There's very few downsides to this rune. There's very few downsides. I'm gonna see if there's any warnings. The only warning I'm really seeing in here is, make sure that your good heart, make sure to remember that your good heart is what's making things work for you. So when you feel like you're kind of stumbling back just a tiny bit, don't go into a fear place. Don't go into a place of fear and like change how your heart feels about the situation. Like, don't go into defense mode or over aggressive mode because you're trying to protect things. Like, this is kind of just saying, remember your heart and your purpose and why you want to do it, and that right there, that part there is exactly why you're getting the success. So keep that with you. Powerful motivation. So I would say, if you've been feeling a little bit undermotivated, hopefully this reading kind of makes you feel different. I'm just reading through any of the other warnings. Maybe you've been wanting enthusiasm. But I'm not really feeling this one for you. The only thing it can say is the only warning on the negative reverse side is about this is if you lack motivation, it can damage what you're building, and it can also damage your relationships as well. So if you kind of been on the fence about whether or not you want to keep going, this room is basically saying keep going. Yeah. That rune is basically just saying, it's basically an all positive rune. It's basically just saying keep going with your motivation. The only downside is if you let your motivation fall, you're basically going to lose everything that you've been working on. So, keep pushing, keep going, keep your heart in the good place, keep your mindset in the good place about what your actual purpose is for why you're doing what you're doing or what you're creating, and you'll be good. You'll be good. Keep going. Kind of what the rune says. Like, it's scary how relatable it is with. Yeah. It's an intention thing. It's an intention. So I'm glad. Hopefully that helped you. And that's how it works. I only did one rune. If I had a whole cast. Maybe we'll do a rune stream where we only do runes, and I'll do like full layouts, maybe, where we'll do like, past, present, future, or present where you're at currently, the action you need to take, and what the result will be. So there are certain layouts you can do that will give you more information, but as far as one rune, I basically have to read all of the energy of that rune and like describe it, and then hopefully parts of that ring true. Whereas if I was doing more than one rune, it would be way more specific. So yeah. Yeah. And thanks for Zen for the point donation, of course. Yeah, that's how it works, random. That's how it works, son. So hopefully that was a good idea of at least how it works. So, are you gonna go tell your sister now? I'm teasing. Oh yeah, I forgot how much I like this CD. With its little dancey flute. She does the card reading stuff mainly. Yeah, I do too. I do too. I don't really... Runes are like my least... the one I'm like least familiar with. Because like I said, I'm a picture person. I'm a picture person. I'm a visual person. I'm a painter. So. I'm more visual than logic too. Yeah, I'm definitely a visual person. Yeah, I'm definitely a visual person. Like, give me a picture and I can tell you, like, a whole scenario out of a picture. But you give me, like an emblem, and I'm like, what do I do with this? Like, the same thing with mathematics. Like, you give me, like, an emblem that's supposed to represent a numerical number, and I'm like, what? I'm like, what? What? Hmm? Skinning? What? Skinning? Sinking. Oh, sinking? I'm confused. Did you never dream that you meet the symbols from your tarot cards talking to you? I don't think I understand, crazy bro. I don't think I understand your question, hon. Can you rephrase it? Or is your question, did you ever think that you would read tarot cards? Is that your question? And like, get messages from the tarot cards? Is that what you mean? I feel like maybe that's what you're trying to get at. Like when you say talk to, you mean like talk to your mind and like share stuff. You get stuff out of them that way. I'm making a mess. I mean, did you never have a dream that you were talking with the symbols on your cards? For example, meeting the moon talking to you in your dreams? No. I've never had anything like that. No. The only thing that ever talks to me is like people. It's like people. I don't really have conversations with anything else. I mean, I have some pretty crazy dreams, don't get me wrong, but nothing on that caliber. Or like an object is talking or anything like that. No. Everyone has crazy dreams at some point. Yes, I definitely have some crazy dreams. I do. But nothing like that. I've never had an experience like that. The craziest dream I had was actually when I was little. We should have a dream stream. We just like, I do like dream interpretations the whole stream. Would you guys like that? Would you guys like that if I did like a dream interpretation stream? Where I grab all of my books and I open a queue and we just like do nothing but dreams. Did I finish my tree picture, Random Ray? You dreamed of me? Crazy dreams. Crazy girl, you're so funny. We did not finish, Rye. We did not finish yet. What we did, we actually took a break from it because I wanted to get the foundations of my commission piece done, but we're not done. We're still working on it. I threw in a not a butterfly. I threw in a hummingbird. So I'm gonna put in some details and shadows for the hummingbird. I also want to put some green on him too, and purple. I don't want him to be one color. I want him to be several different colors. But we've made quite a bit of progress. I put some mushrooms in this one as well. So there's mushrooms here. There's mushrooms here. And there's a Lone Ranger mushroom over here. I put in some fairies. And now I'm working on the hummingbird, basically. And I thought about giving the hummingbird a halo for some reason. Like a nice kind of decorative halo. Like right around their crown. And like really kind of dress it up. I don't know why. It kind of popped in my head last night before going to bed. So I'm probably gonna do that too. And this is our Soul Flames painting. I went in and put some more blue shadow down. I'm not sure what else I'm going to be doing with this one in particular. I'm kind of just letting that one evolve as it kind of just happens, I guess. I'm kind of just letting it evolve, that painting, into whatever it wants to kind of become. Forest fairy. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Was that for a painting? Or was that for our thing? Thank you so much. I'm asking because I have to fix the donation goal. That's the only reason why I'm asking. I don't want to use it for the pan drum if you meant that to be a painting one. That's why I'm asking. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. For a commission. Okay, perfect. And that's the biggest one. That's the biggest one. So it'll be, I mean, it's gonna be a pretty hefty one, to tell you the truth. So, I'll be working on this one and then yours kind of in conjunction with each other. So we'll take a break on those other two for a minute. And, you know, we'll just rotate them in with everything that we are working on. I'm actually quite impressed with the progress I've made so far on this one today. But yeah. So thank you very much. Send me a private message and I will, I'm gonna need your email because I try and track my commissions through email, so. Looks like you have to buy 2 pan drums now. The pan drum I want to get for, because I want to do structured dream meditations. Like structured dream meditations is really what I want to do with YouTube. So like they'll have intros, they'll have music, it'll be very structured, it'll be only YouTube kind of thing. But I want it to be like, and I think a pan drum is like an instrument where I could make my own music very easily and intuitively. I could use my fingers if I really needed to. Basically, I'm going to be walking you guys through a dreamscape, like a dream meditation for bed. So I would be like bringing you into the treehouse and taking you on an adventure, in your dreams, basically. Putting you in a place to have really good dreams. Is kind of my thought, is really what I want to do with YouTube. So that pan drum is for that in particular. I know, pan drums are a lot. I know. Hey, Shaky. Hi, hon. Welcome in. Yeah, send me an email because I don't want to, I don't think I'll forget, but just in case I get, you know, hit with like lots of them at one time, that would be absolutely awesome if you could do that. Because it's technically the other donation button to do the paintings, and then usually what happens is I'll email you back straight away from that email alert, but I don't think this one gives me an email alert. It's okay though, not a big deal. Thank you very much. It's a pan drum. Yeah, they're very cool. They're very cool. I do really like them. I do. You guys, you missed it. It's okay. It's fine, Forestberry. It's fine. That's the only reason why I'm asking you to do that extra step. That's the only reason. Otherwise, we would have been good. But it's okay. It's not a huge deal. I just don't want to forget about you. Yeah. The pan drum that I have picked out isn't too bad. It's like in the middle. But I was watching lots of videos on how it sounded, and you know, people were like rating them and things like that, and I was like, this is a really good one. This is a good one. I like the sound of it too, so. I'll kind of blot this down too. So we'll be busy. We'll be busy. You don't have to email. You can email Etsy if you want, because I technically do have commissions over there. You can if you want. Or you can send me a message in, like, a private message in Discord. Be like, hey, can you email me at, and then just give me your email. Either way is fine. I don't really have a preference. I just need to be able to email you, basically, is what I need to be able to do. So you can do it that way. So I can keep track of it, because I have my commissions flagged in my email, so I know who did what when, and like, you know, what order maybe I should keep them in, and things like that. You sent me a message on Discord. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Then we're probably good. What do the moon phases mean to me personally? I haven't really decided that quite yet. I feel like there is power in the moon, for sure. I don't doubt that at all. I'm just not sure how I want to... how me, as a particular human on the planet, should be utilizing it at this point. I do make moon water, though. I do make moon water. So I do use moon water in my paintings. It's the first layer of magic that goes on the canvas is the moon water. So when I say metaphysical painter, you know, I am. I don't just say it just 'cause. I don't just say it just 'cause. Plus all the crystals are around, giving us nice energy, and the incense is burning for all the different reasons that I burn the incense. Yeah, the first layer is always moon water. It's the first layer. And I have a special brush that I use for that, and that brush doesn't do anything else but but lay down moon water. It doesn't touch anything else except for moon water, so it's uncontaminated. It's uncontaminated. It's very nice. Uncontaminated. Also, it's time for us to change out our CD. It's time to change out the CD. What an interesting. Interesting. It's just interesting. Everything that we're kind of getting here. I'm just laying down a base color. I don't want it to be too vibrant at the moment, but I can always darken it. As long as a brown base is there, I can darken it with some like blue later, and then it'll turn into like this like slightly warm brownish gray color, which I'm kind of going for. So I definitely like this CD a lot. I always forget how much I like this CD. But this is the one with like the shattered case. It's interesting. It's interesting. Is this Forest Fairy? Did you send this CD? Because I got this CD a long time ago and I mentioned it on stream and I said thank you a while ago. And it just dawned on me that this might be yours. Okay. So yes, we've been listening to this a couple times. I had said on that stream, like, I'm not sure who bought this one, but this one's really nice, thank you. Yes, so I did get it. And now I'm gonna have two, okay. Okay. Oh, two of the same CD. Oh. Oh no. That's the only downside for no names on the packages. I don't recall that one had a name. Which is why I had to ask. It's okay though. It's okay though. It didn't mark it as delivered on your end? You had them resend it. It didn't cost you anything, did it? It didn't cost you anything, did it? Do you guys... Maybe the next sub giveaway, I'll add that CD in there. It didn't cost you anything? Okay, yeah, that's fine. No big deal. That is kind of funny, though. I'm glad it didn't cost you anything extra, because I would have felt kind of bad. You must have just missed me asking about it, because I had asked. Whose it was. Yeah, I mean, it's an extra. It's an extra. Be like, own the music of Lady Lunastar. Own the music. Own the same music. Yeah, it's just an extra one anyway. Watch, Forest Fairy. You'll win the next giveaway. You'll get your own CD. I'm teasing. That would be pretty funny. That would be funny. You'd be like, well, it took a round trip. It had to absorb energy from the treehouse first before making its way to you. We could just say that. It had to absorb energy from the treehouse first. That would be funny. Yeah. Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. how boring would it be if I was not easily amused, right? How boring would that be? It'd be pretty boring. Kitty the Dream Warrior? Yeah. She's napping. She's the Dream Warrior. She's the Dream Warrior. I gave her that title on purpose because she does a really good job at it. She does a really good job at it. She's a pro. She's a pro Dream Warrior. She does very good work keeping us all safe in Dreamland. Which will also be super fitting when we really start focusing on our like I said, our dream meditations on YouTube. It'll definitely be a nice main focal point for her to have that kind of role, especially with that. Maybe that'll be our closing line. Like the closing line after we get done, after I get done like guiding you guys through the dreamscape. Just kind of make the closing tagline, "Sleep well, Dream Warrior." That'd be kind of nice, wouldn't it? Sleep well, Dream Warrior. That'd be kind of cool. Who wouldn't want to be a Dream Warrior? Can hear my boyfriend. He's trying to get he's trying to do the world record in some type of game. I can't remember which one it is. It's one of his fighting games. Let's get a nice ring to it. I know. Hurry, copyright that right now. No one else is allowed to use it. And then we could change it up. We could change up the tagline. We could change up the tagline like each time. So if we were like doing a nice dream meditation about you know, a rainbow or something, it could be like the tagline at the end of that one could be like, you know, "Sweet dreams, Rainbow Warrior," and that would be kind of cool. That would be cool. Obviously, depending on what we were reading. Quick, yeah. We'd have to eat that up pretty quick. If only I had money for copywriting things. Are you gonna be using an earthly color? Yeah, so this is all gonna be like muted in like a kind of brownish color as well. So everything's gonna be kind of muted. I'm not gonna do any really harsh colors on this, so it should be it'll be a nice piece. And yeah, nice, cool, muted colors for the most part. this brown will eventually, like I said, I'm gonna put like kind of a navy over top of it, which will mute out some of the orange that's like really heavily in this brown, and it'll make it more like I guess not natural, but like a more, you know, earthy brown instead of like this orange. It has like a slightly orange color right now. Is this for a commission piece or just a new painting? This one currently, Forest Fairy, is another commission piece. So you have one commission piece in front of you. Other than that, but I plan on working these two together. Like, because eventually what happens is, you know, you get so far into a painting and then, you know, with watercolor you kind of have to stop what you're doing because you've touched everything so far. You've kind of got everything done that you needed to get done, and, you know, you need to take a break. Sticking to it for the Viking vibe. Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's gonna have a nice Viking vibe to it. So it's gonna have the waterfall. I put in the green for our surface area here. And then we have a little bit of pink. I kind of outlined, just barely, kind of the ridges I wanted to have. So this is not like a peaked mountain. This is like a cliff face kind of piece. So does Kitty like other pets? You're back? Taking a bit of a break? That's okay, Yoga. So my cat really doesn't care for other pets. She has to like warm up. She's somebody that needs to be warmed up too. Like, you can't just like encroach. Like, she's gotta be in charge. She's gotta be in charge. She has to like want you in her space and like be okay with that. And so she's definitely a cat that needs to be warmed up too. I wouldn't say she dislikes other pets, but she's definitely not going to like them like right off the bat. Like, she's just not. That's not how she works. It's just not how she works. You had a dog like that, Yoga? Yeah, she's just very particular. Like, she'll be okay. It's just gonna take her a minute to warm up to you. And then, but when she does, then you're good. When she finally does, you are golden, and you don't have to worry about it after that. But she definitely takes her time. She definitely takes her time. Like, the first time Paintbrush, my boyfriend, was ever kind of really around her, she did not care for him, like, at all. She just didn't. She was very nervous around him, and she kind of let him know that. He was quite sad for a while, because he was like, man, I really like this cat, and she's really awesome, but man, she hates me. She just can't seem to be okay with me. And it took a minute, and now they're like best friends, so. But it took quite a few months. It took a couple months So. Yeah, she was very chill, but she needed to watch the human or the other animal first. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of like the same thing. Yeah, that's kind of like the same thing. Yeah, she's gotta feel her own way first. She's gotta feel her own way first. Like when I introduced her to my pet before getting divorced, she did well, but it did take her, you know, like 2 weeks to kind of really be okay with it. But I took the time as well. I took lots of extra time to slowly introduce them as well. So it's not like I just like dumped my cats together in the same room and we're like, oh, well, you guys just deal with each other. No, I gradually kind of introduced them. So I put one cat away, you know, in the bathroom. And then I let Lou wander the house by herself with the other cat kind of put away. And just so she could get a feel for the environment first before being introduced also to a cat at the same time. So I did kind of do a slow introduction, and I think that helped her a lot, and it also helped my other cat, because my other cat, he was so sweet. He was just ready to be best friends already, and he was very patient with her. Hi, Angel. Welcome, guys. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for the raid. Hi, Dion. Welcome in, hon. Thank you for the raid. How are you doing today? I appreciate that raid. Thank you very much. And you subscribed straight away. So much for your subscription, Angel. Did the raid work? I think so. It told me that it did. It just said you raided with quite a bit of people, but it also says that I don't have that many people watching, so who knows? Twitch does what it wants. Also, thank you for the subscription. How's your stream? Are you doing more stretching? I think when I saw you, you were just kind of sitting and stretching. Yeah. I do think, thank you, Dragon, for that shout out for Angel. Yeah, guys, if you need a bubbly person to watch, Angel is like the bubbliest, most sunshine-filled person I know. And Vidiz asks, Luna, do you like folk-ish short of medieval music? Yes, I do. I do. Check out Joanna Newsom's album. Really, I probably would like that one, to tell you the truth. What are we up to? I've been painting, this is going to be a Celtic runescape. So we're going to have like stones in the pond here, and they're going to be like a stone obelisk, and then a couple of stones kind of piddled throughout the water here that are all going to be runes. So I'm going to put runes on them, and then I'm going to put like an energetic grid kind of connecting them all. I'm going to have some shrubbery in here, as well as some moss on this mountain. So this is a mountain and with a waterfall that we're kind of working on, and I have like a misty kind of sunset over here. So this is the very beginning of our painting, and this is a mountain range. So we're gonna have this is a commission piece, so this one's gonna have lots of detail in it. We just started. You've been down lately? Aww. But it was a wonderful stream anyway. Aw, you poor hon. I appreciate it though. Look how fancy your sub badge is, Angel. I just noticed your sub badge. It looks pretty sweet. Do you have a rough sketch or go with the flow and the plan? So Dion, this is just go with the flow. I don't sketch anything. I don't sketch anything. We just kind of do it and it's done. I also don't practice, so I don't have a practice canvas. You guys watch me practice. And then I don't even have any references either. So there's no references on screen, there's no references on my phone. My computer is actually over here facing away from me and there's no reference there either. So this is completely just all intuitive. We throw paint on the canvas and roll with it. So is it a party? Yeah. So it's very interesting to see kind of what kind of comes out. So like I had, and this is the fun part. So I had put water down for my clouds in the sky right up here, and this one of the clouds had like ran down, and I didn't stop it. I just let it do what it wanted, and it had run down and into this little crevice down here, and I just automatically kind of lined it up. And now, because of that, kind of letting the paint do it at once, I've now created an opportunity to make, a waterfall on that mountain. Whereas maybe if I had been really constrictive and particular about what the watercolor was doing, that might have not been a feature that I would have thought about putting in the painting. But because we're really fluid about how our paintings are evolving, we get really cool things like that end up showing up. So, yeah, that's basically what I do. And we listen to chill music. If you want to see further progress on because this is very early stages, if you want to see kind of further progress that we've done before, this is a more recent one that we've worked on. So we have purple fluorite with some mushrooms and our willow tree, and I had just put in a hummingbird at random. So the hummingbird is very flat right now because, again, that was just like a spark that kind of came to me, so we kind of just ran with it. But yeah, this is how far we get. When we get further into a painting, this is kind of all the detail that we end up getting. So, Wowie, that's cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be more jagged. This is the very beginning stages. This is just so we know where stuff's at, and then we work on color. And the paintings really don't get defined until very far into the painting. So the painting looks very flat until we get further into the painting. Hi, sweetie. Yeah, that's just how it goes. Because it's watercolor, and watercolor is all about layers, like laying layer on top of layer on top of layer on top of layer. That's just how watercolor works. So it's going to look pretty flat until we get further along, basically. But yes, that's what we do. Dion, I actually only use watercolor. I don't really do acrylic. The only acrylic paint I have is white. And that's because white watercolor is like pointless. So I will mix, the only acrylic paint I have is watercolor. I mean, white. The only acrylic paint I have is white. Other than that, I only paint with watercolor. I don't paint with anything else. Just this white tube. But like I said, that's because the white watercolor doesn't do anything. Honey, you're pushing the button, sweetie. You want to come up on my lap, please? You're gonna have to. I'm gonna try and get my cat to come here. Come here. gonna make you. I'm gonna make you. Come here. There you go, sweetheart. There you go, sweetheart. There you go. Here, let's put the cat cam away. Hi. You wanna lay down? There you go. She's gonna play with my hair. So yeah, that's the progress we've made so far. Used some black acrylic with watercolors. Made an interesting contrast. That was a different style. Yeah, Dion, yeah. I normally just do watercolor. I can get some really nice depth with some intense watercolor. I don't think mine look like typical watercolors. I definitely don't think that they look like typical watercolors. So I'm just gonna rinse out our brush here, and I want to put in a little bit more dark green into our space. Won't work so much with the landscape stuff? Really? I don't know. I have no idea. It might not. I guess I missed part of what you're talking about. Dion, I'm sorry, hon. I do try to make the corners pretty dark. You silly ham. You silly ham. She is so upset right now that I don't want to just sit here and pet her. Honey. She's like elbowing my arm. Thank you for the lyric, Forest Fairy. I love my cat. She's such a sweetums. You are so sweet. You gonna make me make messed up shapes on my painting? You gonna mess me up? So I can get frustrated and quit painting, so I can just only pay attention to you? That would be kind of nice, wouldn't it? You would like that, wouldn't you? She would. Don't let her fool you. She would really be a fan of that if I would just stop painting and just pet her already. That would be her favorite thing. I wish you could see her. You could see her a little bit. You see her little face. Oh yeah, this is, I'm giving her chin rubs, so she's real happy right now. There you go, honey. Yeah. Who loves you enough to let you sit on my lap while I paint? Who loves you? You are not spoiled at all. Don't let anybody fool you. You are not spoiled one bit. Not even a little bit. What a cutie. What a cutie. She would say otherwise. She would say otherwise. She would say, I'm not spoiled enough. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not spoiled enough. You silly girl. She's biting my... Are you gonna bite the paintbrush? She's biting the end of the paintbrush. One. You silly girl. You silly girl. How deep do I want to go in here, though? Aww, you're so lovely. You're so lovely. Thank you so much for your love. I appreciate you very much. Thank you, thank you. She does not care for it. She's like, that's not really what I wanted. I didn't want words. I don't want words, Mom. I want pets. I don't want words. I want pets. I don't want words. I want pets. Do I have any other hobbies? To tell you the truth, not really. Not really. This is definitely my thing. This is definitely my favorite. I used to play games, and I don't know. I'm just hyper focused on doing this. So I would say my other hobbies would be, you know, dreams. I like dream interpretation a lot. I like meditating a lot. I like journaling a lot. So like I'm actually working on writing up our dream meditations. Like writing them, maybe even composing a book of them. But I want to write them down so I can like read them for you know, the YouTube and things like that. So I definitely like doing that. I like to do nature walks. So like anybody mentions going to like the forest or like, you know, a park with a forest, I'm game. I'm game. I will go. I will go. And I will be very happy to go. So that would probably be another thing. I don't really do anything else. Being in nature and being in nature and painting are definitely you know, the most. Oh really? You're kind of the same way. Maybe this, yeah. I don't know. I tried going back into doing some games a couple different times now. I've tried going back. And, because I was like, well, maybe I should do some game streams. You know, that might be kind of fun. But honestly, to be totally honest, guys, like, I'm not feeling the games. I'm not feeling the games. And, if I'm not feeling it, it's not gonna be fun to watch. Like, I even tried playing, this, painter game, where, like, you run this guild, this, like, painting guild. You silly. She's trying to make me hold her with both hands. She's, like, pushing on her feet, so she rolls back, because she knows that I'm holding her bottom with my other hand. So she's pushing with her feet, so she can roll back. Now I let go, so she's moving. She's pushing her feet out. So I'm gonna have to grab more of her with my other hand. She's such a turkey. She knows exactly what she's doing. Don't ever say that she's innocent, because she's not. She knows exactly what she's doing. I did though. I did try to go back and see if some games would like strike my fancy. Trying to think of other forms of content to kind of have. I definitely think doing dream interpretation, I would love doing that. That would be really fun. Have like a queue where like all I do is interpret you guys' dreams for a whole stream. And like bring your dreams, I'll interpret them for you, kind of thing. I think that would be fun. A cat house stream? Should we do a cat stream? Rob mentioned playing with the cat. Have like a stream where we just all we do is like pet Lexi and like play with her. I think that would be nice. Maybe for a minute. She would be very boring to watch, guys, because she's actually very chill. Like she's very much okay just like laying down and being pet, and that's about it. Like she's good with that. Do I love reading? Because I have a good voice for storytelling. And Vitus, were you here when I was mentioning that I was gonna do like ASMR dream meditations on YouTube as soon as I get my pan drum? I would be walking you guys through a dream meditation on YouTube. So if you haven't been subscribed to YouTube yet, you can go do that. I haven't started because I would like to make my own music first, so they stop getting upset at me. Jesus. YouTube hates everything that I do. So it's fine. That means I just have to do my own thing, which I'm okay with doing. It's just the pan drum would really help me be able to do that. You think so? Yeah. So it'd be like I would be walking you through, you know, a dreamscape while you're trying to go to sleep, and kind of sharing the story with you. I've also done streams where I've read the dream meditations out loud, like in an ASMR type of style, and we've done that as well. On stream. So there's some of those. I have those saved as like highlights, I think. So, and those are also uploaded to YouTube, so if that kind of thing relaxes you and that interests you, that's kind of what I'm morphing YouTube into. Is like strictly like a dream meditation ASMR type style. Oh, at the moment, you're pretty much doing ASMR and going to sleep. Yeah. Everyone's kind of asked if that's the channel's intention. Everyone kind of asks that. I'm like, they always kind of, some people pop in and they're like, is this ASMR? I'm like, not the ASMR that you're expecting. And some of them disappear after that. They're like, oh, okay, never mind. So, I think it's a different type of, it's a unexpected type of ASMR, I guess, right? It's not me, you know, whispering creepy things to you, or not that all ASMR people do that, but some of them are weird. Some of them are weird. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say it. Some of them are weird. You know, but that's not what I do. I also don't like try and pet you through the screen. I don't do that. So if you're, it's just not typical. So I think when I put the tags in, people are expecting you know, the typical kind of ASMR thing, and they're kind of confused when I don't do those kind of things. So, I don't know, it's interesting. Such a lovely voice. Thank you, Dion. That's so kind of you to say. ASMR is weird to me. Yeah, we've had this conversation before, haven't we? We've talked about this before. We've talked about this before. Not your fan, I don't think I've talked about it with you necessarily, but it's definitely been a conversation. It's definitely been a conversation in the stream before. What? No visuals? You're gonna watch me paint. I think that's visual enough, right? It's visual enough. Get to watch the painting kind of slowly formulate. Even in this short period of time for this painting, like we've already kind of gotten further along. There's already some nice depth kind of formulating with what we've already accomplished. So. So, okay, we're on the same vibe. Yes, basically. Not your fan, yeah. Basically, yeah. She's gonna go walk all over my sacred space. Please do what you're doing now. It's so relaxing. Yeah, Zen, yeah. Have you not been here, Zen, when I've done the dream meditations? Do you guys want to do that? Dion, kitty, come here. She's gone. She walked off. You haven't? I think you would like them. I think you would like them. You would like to see that? Well, are we ready to, would you guys be okay if we rolled out of the stream in like 30 minutes? If I decided to do the dream meditation segment? Because that takes about 30 minutes. And then I feel like when you guys get sleepy, I want to keep you sleepy. So usually we go after that. Or I could keep working on my painting for a while and we could just listen to some music. So we have one vote from Zen. Zen would like to see that. Oh darn, I can't sleep. I have to mod later. Zen. Oh, I'll get you to sleep anyway, Miss Umbra. Okay. This is perfect for sleepy talk. Yeah, it is. It is. It's up to me. Okay. I would be okay trying it. I'd be okay trying it. How many? Our CD's almost done, so let's wait until we switch on our CD. Because then I'll switch the CD to, something really special for our dream meditation, basically. I'll switch it to something really special. Dion, thank you so much for your follow. Welcome to the treehouse, dear. I think that would be nice. I want it to be special music. I don't want to just play anything during that time. Although I do typically pick some type of native flute. There is another CD that I would really like to add in too. It's called The Quiet Path. It's called The Quiet Path, and it is easily one of my favorites, and I think it will be perfect for this painting, as well as you know, a dream meditation story that we want to pick up and start listening to. Is she going to play some punk? No, no. No, no. No punk. Unless punk has like some nice, natural, calming vibes to it, then probably not. There is no superior instrument over the triangle. Invitus, that was chimes. These are chimes. It's a desk chime. So when I do my bowls, I also sometimes go through and hit the chime as well. So it's a desk chime. So I would do the bowls, the chime, and the pan drum while we're kind of going through the story. So what kind of dreamscapes are we going to? We can pick. You guys can pick. So let me grab the books. Let me grab the books for you so you can pick which ones you think you might want to do. You can pick. I wonder if there's a mountain one. I try and do one that's themed to our painting. So one with like a waterfall or a mountain or a lake would be good. But really we can choose whatever we want. So we can go through the list. Or an island. Yeah, or an island. Yeah, it does kind of look like an island. Like an island inlet, kind of, doesn't it? How's it kind of looking at it? It does kind of look like it. So I'll go off the list here, just to be able to go off the list. So we can do stars, the moonbeam and the moon, snowflakes, beach ball, the rabbit. I kind of want to skip squirrels because we've done squirrels a lot. Octopus, dolphins and the whales, the doll, the circus, the magician, the frog, the bottle, the star fairy. We've done the star fairy before. The brown bears. We've done the brown bears before. Polar bears. England. We can take a travel to England, which we've done that before. Disneyland. You can go to Disneyland. Easter eggs. The reindeer. The yellow schoolhouse. And the schoolhouse and the grandfather tree. No bears. Bears are scary. That's okay. We've done bears before, so we can skip the bears. The bottle would be interesting. That's on page 73. I do also like to do 2 because they do go kind of fast. But if I pick 2 of them, I think it's just long enough for you guys to kind of get there. I'm just gonna see what the you live in England, you wouldn't recommend. We actually, so this, so this story actually talks about the Queen of England and having tea with her and trying to pester the very stern, like, guards outside of her domain. So like it's about and like watching her dog like bounce around in the yard. It's a really interesting story. It's about having tea with the Queen and poking fun at the guards that are very, very serious. So I'm gonna switch our music. It's adorable. Yeah, these are technically they're dream meditations for children, which is kind of why I'm working towards writing my own, because I would like ones that are more adult, and go like slower, because I do feel like since these are children's, they do go quite quick, which I would like to go at a slower pace and have maybe more open time as well, because I think that's just, I feel too rushed with these sometimes, and I'd like more open space with the meditations. So you know, walk you into a space and like the space kind of be whatever you need it to be, instead of like telling you, you know, every single little detail that you should be doing. I would like to give people lots of space to basically do what they want. Yeah, have a walk, basically. Yeah. Do you want to listen to thunder? Do you want to listen to thunder, Miss Umbra? I have a thunder CD that has soft music with it. Is that what you guys want to listen to? That, or I'll pick the quiet Celtic harp. I'll let you guys pick. England is full of sarcasm. Yeah, I know. So is I think the UK is just full of thunder. Is scary. Aw. You love harp too. Would you be okay, Miss Umber, if we picked harp, so I don't want anyone to feel intimidated during this time, so I think you would like the harp one. You do know I'm from the UK, Red. I have a lot of people from the UK who watch. I think I say that because of Limmy's community, and that's mostly why I say that. Because if you've ever had Limmy and all of his bunch in your stream, that clearly comes through. You're from the West Midlands? Really, Infinus? That's so nice. That's so nice. Yeah, so we're gonna listen to The Quiet Path. And I'll put on our nighttime light. So give me 1 second, and we'll also switch up our lighting a little bit, which I do every time it's time to do this. We switch up our lighting. Do you like the heart? Do you like the heart? It is story time. It is story time, Rob. Are you ready for that? Why am I up? Because I'm gonna put our blue light on. Oh, why are you up at 3 o'clock in the morning? Oh yeah, because of the stream's birthday. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. that's another reason why I want to make YouTube a bigger thing too, because you know, then if you subscribe to YouTube, you can watch at your own leisure. And even though I really enjoy having people here, you know, when I'm live on my own time, it would be really nice to be able to allow people to enjoy at a more convenient time, you know, for them in particular. So this is when everything looks really, really blue. Like hyper blue. Harp and strings, yeah. This is when everything gets really blue. Really blue. Are you ready for all the blue? Is it too blue? I don't think it's too blue. I think it's too blue. Do you have some special paints to paint? Well, I have a couple commissions, but I have glow in the dark. I have glow in the dark acrylics. So we will eventually, probably in the beginning of February, we're gonna do a special stream where I do glow in the dark paintings to celebrate kind of the new year and the fact that we hit 1,000 followers. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing glow in the dark painting, and we have some interesting music to play that night too. It'll be like epic boss battle music, basically. The moon stars, yeah. Yeah, they're nice. They're nice. Okay. Was that Starbright? Is the music too loud? I don't think it is, but let me know if it needs to be turned down, because you know, having noise too loud can actually keep you awake instead of lull you to sleep. So make sure the sound is just loud enough for you to kind of clearly hear. You don't want it to be too loud, or it's going to keep you up. It won't get you where you need to be. The other story I picked out for us is the Sandcastle and the Swan, and then we will go ahead and read the bottle, which was suggested. So let me turn down our alerts so we don't get bombarded in case people, you know, come in. We'll turn down our alerts so it stays nice and quiet. I'll scoot up a little bit closer too. So I'm gonna get you prepared. So I'm gonna walk you through the process. So every suggestion I make is to help you get like really, really, really relaxed. Yeah, I can read. So what I want you to do is get comfortable. So if you're sitting in your bed and like watching the phone, be kind to your shoulder. If you're laying on your shoulder, be kind to your shoulder. Kind of move it however it really needs to be, because if you don't want any tension in your body, or it's gonna keep you from being relaxed. So try and make yourself as comfortable as possible, and then what I want you to do is gently and slowly clench up your muscles in your body. So like tense up your muscles in your body. Really slow and really gently, and hold it for a second. And then let go. Really soft. And then do it again. Slowly kind of tense up your body. And then slowly let it go. And then when you let it go, you'll notice parts of your body that still need your attention. So kind of give them some extra attention. Stretch them out a little bit. Maybe pull yourself forward. Roll your shoulders. Work your neck a bit. And then do it one more time just to check. Make sure you did it well enough. So slowly, slowly, when I like bring all your tense muscles into your body. And then slowly let go. So now that our body is actually prepared, we can prepare our mind. So what we want to do is focus on our breathing. Focus on our breathing. So I want you to we're going to be focused on our breathing. So we want to breathe in and hold and then breathe out. So the rule is 4 breaths for 4 counts. So we breathe in, slowly counting to 4 in our mind. When we breathe in, we hold the breath for 4, and then we slowly release it, counting to 4. So 4 breaths, 4 breathing in, 4 holding, and 4 breathing out. So it's 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Find it. Okay, so kind of, I'm going to do it with you. So go ahead and take your breath in. We're going to do through the nose. So breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out through the mouth. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. And breathe it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's okay if you're a little bit faster than me. Whatever is comfortable. Whatever is comfortable. So we're going to do breath number 3. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Last breath. We're going to pause before this breath, because this breath we're going to take in much deeper than we did with all the other breaths. So pause. And this breath is going to be the deepest of all the breaths. So really breathe in as deep as you can with this one. So we're going to breathe in through the nose and hold it for as long as you can. And breathe out very slowly. Breathe out very slowly. So this is about imagining your space in your mind. You are currently in the treehouse with me, getting prepared to go on a journey. So you're sitting or laying in your bed ready to go. Every dream begins in the treehouse. You have your own special space within this treehouse. You can explore or stay in your bed until you're ready to go. Outside of the treehouse is the garden. And the garden is where you meet your dream place. And it's like the pathway between worlds. So prepare yourself to leave your bed in the treehouse and leave out its round doorway. Because it's time to leave the plane of the physical and enter into the dreamscape. As you enter your garden, you feel as if you just want to dance and whirl around, maybe even do some cartwheels. You are full of joy. Nothing but joy. You could jump for joy. The flowers all around you are sending out their wonderful aroma that drifts around you, and the grass is like a soft carpet beneath your feet. There are many small white clouds. Why don't you sit and watch these clouds for a minute and see what patterns they form for you? Out of the corner of your eye, as you gaze at the clouds, you notice butterflies are coming forward to greet you, and they are flying around your head and your body. Some are settling very gently on your shoulders and even in your hair. They are gently whispering to you that there is someone very special further down a dirt path. They want to meet you. If you follow the butterflies, they will take you to the right place. The butterflies are flying together, except for the ones that have decided to stay on top of your head. The butterflies' colors merge with each other butterfly to create a moving rainbow as they go up and down and across each other's path. They're taking you to a clearing surrounded by trees and bushes and white flowers. The white flowers almost look like stars. In the very center of the clearing lies a plain glass bottle. You can notice it because it happened to glimmer in the sunlight. You might have missed it otherwise. Why don't you pick it up and see what's inside the bottle? I wonder, why was it sitting on its own in the middle of this clearing? It must be a gift. Something special just for you. You gaze at it again carefully, and this time you notice a small being sitting on the bottom of the bottle. I wonder, how will you get him out of the bottle? You ponder, and a whisper comes to you. Close your eyes and wish very hard for him to come out and appear before you. You put your arms up to your chest and you feel the energy of your heart, and you finish off your wish. When you open your eyes, you will see the bottle growing taller and taller and taller until it has grown to be your size. The being inside the bottle has also grown and is now opening the doorway of the bottle and stepping outside onto the grass to meet you. He is dressed with a green pointy shoes that have yellow pom-poms on them. He's wearing a large pair of red glasses, and his green hat, it also has a yellow pom on it to match his shoes. He has a very odd, jaunty angle on his head, dangling it over one eye. His name, he tells you, is Merriweather. He is so very pleased to have you come and visit with him. He loves having people come and visit and wish him out of his magic bottle. He has a harp to play for you. The harp you've been hearing the whole time. Since entering your garden, you've heard the harp, and he's been playing it for you to lure you to him. He's passing it on to you now. Wouldn't you like to play the harp too? He would very much like to play a tune together with you. You get lost in the music, listening to the magic that it brings. Time passes. After a while, in the corner of your eye, you notice lots of shapes showing up. After closer inspection, you notice many animals have began to come to the clearing. To come to the clearing. The white star flowers are now sitting up proud and straight, and the trees are gently whispering to each other, trying not to interrupt the music. There are all sorts of animals coming close to you. Some of them are sitting down and listening, and others have decided to dance. Some of them are so moved by the music that they are pretending to help you conduct it, waving their tails with the flow of the music. Merriweather would like you to stay with him for a while. If you are tired of playing the harp, perhaps you might want to take a break to dance with the animals. It's up to you. Oh, I know what we're gonna do. 25. You've had a lovely time playing music and dancing out in the woods. You spent all day there. And now you feel it's time to return to your garden. You take all of the memories with you as you go and feel very ready for the next experience that will come. You slowly make your way down the dirt path, and the butterflies that were leading you leads you again back to your garden. You can feel yourself getting closer and closer to home. And as you get closer, the butterflies dissipate and hide off into their homes, for it's time for them to sleep. It's now evening, and they're ready for rest. You notice your garden is especially beautiful as you enter it tonight. It is quiet, so quiet you could hear a mouse if it crept past you. The flowers are very proudly standing, with their heads tilted back to receive the light, the moonlight, which is bathing your garden. It is streaming down from the new moon and the full moon, which hangs in the sky. The branches of the trees are gently moving the moon's light through their greenery until their pearly fingers touch the ground. The treehouse is looking especially beautiful in the moonlight. The light breeze is drifting through its branches, rustling his green leaves. The sound is like music. As you go near the trunk of the treehouse, the light from the moon becomes stronger and stronger. The moon is sending shafts of light all over the world so that everyone can see at night. But there is a special beam of light appearing at the wise old tree's feet. This light is your very own special moonbeam that will take you high above the earth so you can visit the moon. You walk up to the moonbeam and stand in its light. You know somehow that if you stand on the moonbeam, you will find that it is filled with glittering light, little sparkles of which are touching all parts of your body and making you glow. It is taking you up into the sky. As you climb, the treehouse is waving goodbye as the moon beams lift you gently from the earth. You rise above your garden and the flowers. The flowers are also waving their heads and sending their perfume to you high into the air. Your special moonbeam is like a finger of pure light streaming across the skies as it takes you higher and higher lifting you further than you've ever been before, until you are within reach of its golden moon, which has always been sending its loving light to you from above. You grow closer to the moon's surface, closer and closer and closer. You can now step onto the moon, feeling its surface beneath your feet. It feels light and different from the earth. You feel the lightness, and your feet skim quickly across the moon's surface. You can float and turn cartwheels freely, as everything that lives on the moon is so light. You spend some time to just have some fun bouncing on the moon's surface. Again, in the corner of your eye, you notice shapes that are growing larger and larger and larger. You look over your shoulder to notice that the bright moon people are coming to greet you. They are very tall, with slender bodies, and their golden garments shine as they move. They want to take you somewhere special to see the waters of the moon, so that you can swim there with all the beautiful moon creatures. The moon people want to take you to the other side of the moon, the magical side of the moon, the side that they normally do not show to people. Would you like to go with them? Or perhaps you would like to see what else there is first. It's time for me to leave. This space is yours. Enjoy it as you wish. I shall leave you now to walk on the moon. Sweet dreams, moon child. Let's find something to read. Let's see who's on. can send books. If there's a story you want, you can send books. I'm gonna see who's on. A story with dogs. Yeah. A story with dogs would be kind of nice. I don't think I'm gonna read, guys. Unless you want to watch Bob Ross. Let's read Bob Ross. I don't think we've ever rated Bob Ross. Bob Ross is gentle enough for us, I think. I don't want to jolt us. I don't want to jolt us out of where we're at currently. So that's why I'm picking Bob Ross. Why isn't my keyboard working? Did my cat turn off my keyboard? No. Maybe we won't raid. Maybe we won't raid. I think my cat broke my keyboard. Maybe we won't raid. I don't think I can raid. I don't know what she did. But it's not doing anything. I think she broke my keyboard. Alright. Just kidding, guys. We won't raid. We won't raid.